This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for March 6th, 2025. Just announced, Beartooth, I Prevail, Killswitch Engage, and Parkway Drive will serve as the rotating headliners of this year's 2025 Summer of Loud Tour. The Amity Affliction, The Devil Wears Prada, Alpha Wolf, Kingdom of Giants, and Dark Divine are also rotating on the lineup. The tour kicks off in West Palm Beach, Florida on June 21st and wraps up in Charlotte, North Carolina on July 27th. That features one stop in New England on July 22nd in Mansfield, Massachusetts at the Xfinity Center. Also headed to the Xfinity Center, Pantera and Amon Amarth on Saturday, August 2nd. Tickets for both shows are available now. Volbeat have just announced a major tour with Hailstorm and The Ghost Inside, with a stop at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts on August 14th. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 14th at 10 a.m. Ghost have released their new single, Satanized, off of their upcoming new album, Skeleta, that comes out on April 25th. Ghost are headed out on the Skella Tour with a stop at the TD Garden in Boston on July 21st. Those tickets are already on sale. Heart kicked off their North American Royal Flush Tour on Friday. Ann Wilson performing the initial shows while seated in a wheelchair. It was first speculated that she was still recovering from her cancer battle, but she explained she injured herself when she fell down in a parking lot, calling herself an effing klutz. Last year, 9 Inch Nails joined forces with producer Boys Noise to create one of the year's best film soundtracks for challengers. Now the two acts are reuniting as 9 Inch Nails has tapped Boys Noise to open their entire Peel It Back World Tour. That tour includes a stop in Boston at the TD Garden on August 29th, with tickets already on sale. Pink Floyd have shared a new trailer for their remastered Live at Pompeii concert film, which is returning to the big screen, including IMAX this April. The minute-long look at Pink Floyd at Pompeii, calling it a rare and unique document of the band performing live in their period prior to the Dark Side of the Moon. Nick Mason saying in a statement that it showcases the crisper visuals and audio for the 1972 film, courtesy of a recently unearthed negative. Don Felder will release his fourth solo album, The Vault 50 Years of Music, coming up on May 23rd. The first single, Free at Last, is available now. Previously scheduled for January 25th at the Fonda Theater in Hollywood, the Above Ground 4 benefit concert faced a delay in light of the California wildfires. Spearheaded by Dave Navarro and Billy Morrison, it's now going to take place on October 26th. The night's proceedings will find Navarro and Morrison running through the self-titled debut albums from the New York Dolls and the Cars, flanked by numerous guests, including Billy Howardell from A Perfect Circle, Billy Idol, Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses, Elliot Easton from the Cars, Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, Jerry Harrison from the Talking Heads and Modern Lovers, Josh Freese from the Foo Fighters, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, Steve Stevens from the Billy Idol Band, and Tommy Henriksen from Alice Cooper and the Hollywood Vampires. The countdown is on for the theatrical and official soundtrack release of Queen of the Ring, arriving in theaters and streaming platforms this Friday, March 7th. Sumerian Records has released an emotionally gripping cover of Metallica's The Unforgiven by Kittie, The Pretty Wild, and Diamante from the soundtrack. Courtney Love has performed a cover of Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone live in London. On Tuesday, she was present at London's Royal Geographical Society, where she had an onstage conversation with actor and writer Todd Almond, who was celebrating the release of his new oral history collection, Slow Train Comin', Bob Dylan's Girl from the North Country and Broadway's Rebirth. Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones was honored with the inaugural Connecticut Governor's Award for Excellence by Governor Ned Lamont. It happened at the Westport Library in Westport, Connecticut, for his contribution to the state's cultural and civic life. In addition to this prestigious recognition, the longtime Connecticut resident was presented with the key to the state, saying, quote, "I'd like to thank you all and thank you, the state of Connecticut. I'm kind of at a loss for words for something like this around your neck. I've been here for 40 years, and it's a great place for me. I was interested when the kids were here, and I said I have to get the kids out of New York City so they could have some fresh air to breathe. So we moved up here, and ever since, we've had a great life. I'm incredibly happy about everything, especially things like this, because you don't get them every day, he said. Mushroomhead has announced a massive tour with Psycho Stick, Black Satellite, and Mind Incision, kicking off at Wally's in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire on October 10th, and making a stop at the Palladium upstairs in Worcester, Massachusetts on October 12th, and the Underground in Hartford, Connecticut on October 14th. Bring Me the Horizon, Korn, the Deftones, and A Perfect Circle are among over 100 bands announced for the Aftershock Festival 2025. Rob Zombie, Gojira, Turnstile, Bad Omens, The Dillinger Escape Plan are also bound for California's biggest music festival. The 13th Aftershock Festival is set for October 2nd through the 5th at Discovery Park in Sacramento, California. In total, more than 115 bands have been announced on the lineup. Blink-182 will headline the festival's opening night on October 2nd. The Deftones will top the bill on October 3rd, and Korn will close the festival on October 4th, while Bring Me the Horizon will close the entire festival on October 5th. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 248, featuring Art Alexakis from Everclear, is available now.